I didn't think this day would come. For a long time, obviously, in my life. I thought it would come eventually, but getting ahead of myself. One win away from the NBA Finals, and I really want to talk about the three top contributors of the Pacers and the reason why they've had so much success this whole entire playoff run. Let's start off numero uno. This is not in order. Rick Carlisle, a guy I've given crap to more than maybe anybody has given crap to Rick. I have been one of his harshest critics the last 3 years, right? I have been mad at his switches, mad at his defense and rebounding training. I feel like they weren't going to ever get better, yada, yada, yada. Everything switched this year outside of one game, which you heard me rant about against the Lakers, where he took out Halliburton, because obviously Halliburton is one of the most clutch players in the NBA this year. That was shocking. Other than that game, Rick has been on his P's and Q's and has outcoached all three coaches that he has faced in this playoffs. That includes Kenny Atkinson, Coach of the Year for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That is how well Rick Carlisle has coached this year. He is probably the most improved coach of the year. If you want to do a most improved thing, Rick has been pivotal. His switches have been great. Feels like he's doing it off of how he feels. He feels like a guy can be hot, he throws him in. He feels like a guy's getting cold, he takes him out. In the past, it's been risky. This year, it's working. He knows this team inside and out. Number two, Aaron Nesmith. You know I had to talk about Aaron Nesmith, my favorite player on the team. But the reason I love him is for a game like yesterday, not as much for a game like Game 1. Game 1 is the one that everybody watches because it's scoring and it's points and it's a lot of that at once, right? It's 20 points in the fourth. It's 5 of 5 on 3-pointers in the last 3.5 minutes. It's crazy stats. But last night, in a 7-point game, what could have been a blocking foul to cut it down to 5 with 2.5 minutes does not happen because Nesmith draws the charge. That is what makes Nesmith so pivotal. Honorable mention, TJ McConnell, Andrew Nembhard, Ben Shepherd. The other three terrifyingly good defensive guards for this team. You do not want to see these four guys guarding you at once, or you know you're the star player and you're about to get locked down in the fourth. Sorry, Eastern Conference teams. And number one, from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, wearing O out of Iowa State University, Tyrese Halliburton. What he just did yesterday was phenomenal. Another guy that at the beginning of the season I said was struggling. But if you remember, I said, why is he struggling? Pacers have a Halliburton problem. What's going on? We were only shooting the three. We weren't driving. As a team, no one was being aggressive because one guy wasn't being aggressive, and that was Tyrese. And immediately, 6 minutes into the game, he has 10 points. Halliburton shows up when it matters most. And I don't care, superstar, star, whatever this narrative is. He is him. That's what I care about. And I care that he is about to make an NBA Finals. Knock on wood, of course. Everything got to go to plan. In his third full year as an Indiana Pacer. That is phenomenal. Halliburton, Nesmith, Carlisle. Can you believe what this Pacers team has done? One win away from their first finals in 25 years. Go Pacers. Thanks for watching.